gonna do another one. Oh, it's another one! That should not be doing that. Job done.
It's hot.
Good morning guys, welcome to another wonderful episode of Monky London. Today we are going to be working on this black Nissan S14A that's behind me. The strong flex bushes have arrived for that now, so we're going to get that in, get it on the ramp, and I'll show you why we're doing them. So this morning I was on my way into work and I was running a little bit late. I thought I'd quickly check the cameras just to make sure Lewis is here, you know, things are being done, everything like that. Have a little look. What is Lewis doing? Loving a selfie by the looks of it. I was hoping, got the kettle on, good lad. No, time has been spent otherwise. I'm going to find them all for you. There's the first selfie. Maybe it wasn't quite good enough, so we're going to do another one. Oh, it's another one! That is the selfie taking doing, but then I realised at this moment I have intercom. Okay, so we're actually going to be taking Lozzie's pulsar out at the moment. I spent about an hour last night trying to get off the water pipe that's under the inlet. I got to a point where I wasn't angry, but I had thoughts of setting on fire. So I thought best to leave it and go home. We'll come back in the morning, and we got other stuff booked in today. So unfortunately, we are going to be pulling this back out. We are going to have to take the inlet manifold off. The pipe, you just can't even see it. It's literally like right under here somewhere. More annoying because Lozzie has had this off about a year ago when someone else did some work on it, and they've changed some of the water pipes. For some reason, not all of them. But anyway, we're going to take that out. Window doesn't want to go up at the moment, which is great. We love these problems. Let's make it some love today. Get ready up for sale. Poor little beast. That sexiness.
Carson performance.
This one we just got to do some rear traction links. This side here is actually a stock one because the original one broke, which I'll show you is the same. The other side actually completely cracked. The reason this has happened is because the rear subframe bushes are actually so badly worn. It's actually put excess pressure, so it's just causing so much force. We're going to get these done and get Lewis can quickly demonstrate how worn the subframe is. That should not be doing that. Whew. No one likes a baggy bush, so we're going to get those replaced. Got some nice strong flex items. Subframe is out, and as you can see,
I might be able to get this out.
that was literally doing nothing. Get the burner, get these out, get these ends changed, make it all nice again. Of course, Lewis over there doing his bush burning bit. I am going to sort out the old traction link. I've already got one off here because the customer's already replaced it with a stock one. And you can see, I mean, God, this must have been shit scary when driving along and finding that popping out. The subframe bushes are obviously just moving around so much, it's caused a lot of strain on that, it's just caused that joint to break. Nothing down to the actual fact that there's a problem with the arm at all, but yes, these are actually from Driftworks. This is their new range of suspension arms, so yeah, we've got these new replacements to go in, so we'll get all those fitted up. So there's a slight lack of copper grease used on these. They did undo, so it's not too much of a problem, but yeah, it's left them all a bit corroded, so we'll clean those up. We'll put some copper grease on that and clean that up before reassembling it all. Yeah, so same again, no copper grease in that one. We see it quite a lot, you know, people install new arms thinking they're all going to be good, but unfortunately you do just need to put a bit of grease in there just before assembling, so it means, yeah, taking all the arms apart, putting some grease on before you put them back together. But it's time saved in the long run, so well worth doing. I'll clean all that up for them, get it all put back together, clean all the tube up and reassemble it with the new ends. Another thing we seem to see quite frequently is the fact that this nut here gets tightened down to the base rather than actually against the threaded rod cut, which means it's actually not locking it down at all. So it seems to happen quite a lot. People seem to have a bit of a knocking noise, and it's literally that, it's not tightened down the correct way. So we'll make sure that's all rectified. Ta-da! All looking good. New bushing, give it a little clean up so it looks fancy. Now we're going to fill up the subframe and go and get the other one. One arm in, all looking nice and new. On to the next.
1 hour later.
As you can see, new bushes are in. Beautiful strong flex. Scouse is just the new ends on the Driftworks arms, the new power flex bushes. Hopefully now with the subframe a bit tighter, they don't break again.
So we are just on test drive with the S14A now, just making sure it all feels okay. Alignment does need doing, however it does need some other suspension modifications. The front track rods need replacing really, but because that's not happening at this time, there's not really any sense in aligning it. All still feels good, so it's another successful job. That brings us to the end of today's episode. Bye!
The next day.
Good morning guys! Today we have the red S14 back. This is one we did the subframe bushes on just a couple of weeks ago. We are going to be changing the exhaust rear box on it just because the original one actually has broken. We did do a temporary repair on it for him because the exhaust place is actually closed during this whole COVID-19 stuff. So we've got the parts now finally, so that's back in. We're going to make him a new back box, and Lewis is going to be doing a transmission oil change on it. And then out there we have Lozzie dropping off another car for us. We'll go and catch up with him in a bit. Back box at the moment is just a factory back box with these tailpipe tips put on, which I'm sure is fine for the time. We're actually going to make a nice new stainless one, so new silencer, twin pipe, a lot nicer. Kind of keeping it OEM plus, you know, we don't want it to stand out a mile. He's not going to the cruise in it. This is a relatively factory car. Yeah, there's just a bit of a better look at the back box we got there. Not looking amazing, but yeah.
Exhaust is now on and looks a lot better than the stock one, but maintaining that stock-ish look. The stock one's actually bent down quite a bit. Now this is a lot more better, got a better back box. It's got a bit of a deeper tone to it, not that you could probably hear that. So yeah, Scouse is upstairs dealing with the customer. I've done a transmission oil change as it's an auto. Job done. Right, so next up we have a MR2 coming in for an alternator change. Yeah, we'll get that in and we'll get started. See, it's pretty tidy. Our alternator down there, so it's better to get from out underneath. That is it up in the air. Got a funky exhaust on it, sounds pretty noisy. Unfortunately, it's got a bit of a dent there actually, just saying. All I've got to do for this is just drop the exhaust down, so I'll probably unbuckle from here, probably here as well, because the alternator, if you can see it, is just in there. Get the exhaust out there and hopefully it'll fall through this little gap here. Shouldn't be too bad. As you can see, there's the alternator up there, so shouldn't be too bad. I'll drop the exhaust out of the way, try and get out through this little gap here. I'll probably recommend that we need some new flex anyway. It's a little bit corroded. They'll let the belts come off there. Hopefully you guys can see that out there. So yeah, new alternator, new belt. As you can see, that's the exhaust off. So as you can see, there's now loads of clearance for the alternator to come out. Hopefully it squeezes through this gap. If not, I'll cry. Oh, loads of space in that. So there you go. One alternator off, one new alternator here. So with all the old bolts, I don't know if there's a little bit of OCD, but I'll chuck all these on the wire wheel and you know, get all the corrosion off and re-copper grease them. There you go, there's all the nuts and bolts all freshly cleaned up with the wire wheel. Don't need to go mad, just need to get all the old corrosion off and then copper grease it out when they feel all that yellow. You know when you've got the right job and the right customers, when the guy with this S14 here has been an absolute geezer and he has just dropped off some beers. Cheers to him. The thing is with this job is all of our customers are like us. We see this as a bit of a paid hobby. You know, we've all got Nissans and Jap cars and stuff like that, and we love it just as much as the customers do, so can't really complain.
Right guys, that does bring us to the end of today's episode. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Put any comments in the comment section, give us a like and a share, and I'll see you all soon.